What we need is not more medication, but more education, because the best prescription is knowledge. This is Exposé, coming to you live from Lagos, Nigeria, every Monday on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook simultaneously. I'm the regular host, Tony Akinyemi. Don't forget, what we need is not more medication, but more education, because the best prescription is knowledge. Hello and welcome to Exposé with Tony Akinyemi, brought to you by the Shepherd's Flock International Church. What we need is not more medication, but more education, because the best prescription is knowledge. To be informed is to be transformed. To be uninformed is to be deformed. We're looking at therapeutic gases, and 7 of them are in focus, out of which we are picking 3 to highlight more prominently. And those are hydrogen, oxygen, and ozone. We have started with the first one, hydrogen. And I hope I can conclude on hydrogen today, so that in the next episode, we can pick on oxygen, and then subsequently on ozone therapy. Now, we're looking at conditions that respond to hydrogen therapy. Having already outlined the different ways and pathways that hydrogen therapy can affect our gene expression. It can suppress certain bad genes. It can activate and enhance certain good genes in our body, and thereby influence our health outcomes that way. We've looked at the effect of hydrogen therapy on infections, bacterial infections, fungal infections, and viral infections, including even SARS-CoV-2, otherwise known as COVID-19. We have also looked at the impact of hydrogen therapy as an adjunctive therapy in cancer treatment. We have looked at its anti-inflammatory effect, we've looked at its anti-metastatic effect, we've looked at its anti-angiogenic effects and what have you, an anti-tumor growth effect. And so today, we continue with other conditions that hydrogen therapy can help. And so the third thing we're looking at after infections and cancers is inflammation. Now, a 2001 study, year 2001, a study that was carried out in year 2001, found that breathing high-pressure hydrogen could cure parasite-induced liver inflammation. And it was the first demonstration of the anti-inflammatory properties of hydrogen. So we can use hydrogen therapy as an anti-inflammatory agent. Number 4, hydrogen therapy can also support sports fitness, exercise, and sports. Now, hydrogen-enriched water, such as the one that I showed you in the last episode, all I had to do is just connect it to my laptop because it has a USB port. I just connect the USB plug to my USB port on my laptop, and that is it. And it continues to charge the water. I put it on. There's a switch underneath here. Some of them have the switch by the side. I told you that somebody gave me one for free, and then I bought this one. The one that was given to me for free, the switch is on the side. You just press. This one, the switch is underneath. If you see, you can see the red light right there. It's charging already. Okay? So when hydrogen-enriched water is taken by athletes, it reduces muscle fatigue after intense exercise. And this is because it reduces lactic acid buildup. And that helps to improve muscle function. That's how hydrogen therapy can help in sports and exercise. Number 5, hydrogen therapy can help in neurodegenerative conditions such as dementia and Parkinson's disease. Now, with more research, I believe that hydrogen water could potentially be used to prevent cognitive decline and stress-induced disorders. The antioxidant effects of hydrogen, its molecular cellular response, and its cell signaling theory between each enzyme can actually be the beginning of preventing and reversing intractable diseases such as dementia, Parkinson's disease, and other neurodegenerative conditions, Lou Gehrig's disease, and what have you, as well as chronic degenerative diseases. In laboratory experiments using rats, hydrogen water was found to reduce oxidative stress and prevented Parkinson's disease in rats. Now, rats that drank hydrogen water did better than those who constantly received higher amounts of hydrogen intravenously. Okay? Hydrogen water prevented cognitive, learning, and memory problems in mice under stress by acting as an antioxidant. In other words, hydrogen water acted as an antioxidant to prevent cognitive decline, learning, and memory problems in laboratory mice. And it also protected cells in the brain's memory hub, which is the hippocampus, from the detrimental effects of stress. Number 6, hydrogen therapy also can help those that are dealing with autoimmune disorders. Now, let me take a little time to explain autoimmune diseases. Now, there are different problems that can happen to our immune system. One is the immune system can become weakened, can be compromised, it can be decimated. So the person has a weak immune system, and that immune system, which is supposed to be the protective mechanism for the body, can no longer protect the body. So the body becomes highly vulnerable to infections and development of other diseases such as cancer and what have you. That means that person's immune system has been weakened. That's one type of immune disorder. But there's another type where the immune system becomes hyperactive, more or less. In other words, the immune system itself has become deranged, such that it can no longer distinguish between enemies and friends. It can't distinguish between friends and foes. Now, there are two things that the immune system normally does. Number one, it is able to identify who is an enemy and who is a friend. That identification feature is a major feature of our immune system. Because if you cannot tell who is your enemy and who is your friend, you are likely going to attack your friend and spare your enemy. So the immune system must be able to tell when something is a friend and when something is an enemy. That's called identification. That's one of the primary functions of the immune system. So when a virus enters the body, the immune system should be able to know this is an enemy. I must not allow it to settle here and attack it. But if food enters the body, the immune system should know that this is food. It is here for my good, so it shouldn't launch any attack. That's distinguishing between friend and foe. That's the first part of the activity of the immune system. The second part of the immune activity is after an enemy has been identified, the immune system should have the tools to take it down, to destroy that enemy, to wipe out that enemy. That's the second side of the immune system where it goes into battle to hunt down the enemy and neutralize it. So if the immune system loses any of these two sides, there's a problem. If the immune system loses its potency, its ability to neutralize the enemy, then we say the immune system is weak. Then infection will come in, cancer will develop, all kinds of problems will happen, and the body won't be able to handle it. But when the immune system loses its ability for identification, where it can no longer tell who is a friend and who is an enemy, then the immune system begins to launch what we call friendly fire. The immune system begins to attack the human body as if it is the enemy. So anytime the immune system begins to attack different parts of the body, that is called an autoimmune disorder. I think that explanation makes sense. Now, depending on which part of the body is under attack, that determines the name that doctors will give to that particular autoimmune disorder. Where the immune system begins to attack the melanin-producing cells on the skin, that portion of the skin can no longer produce melanin. It begins to turn into white patches usually around the hand, around the belly, around the mouth, around the ears. That's called vitiligo. It's an autoimmune disorder. Okay? Now, when the immune system begins to attack the adrenal glands on the kidneys. That is called Addison's disease, okay? There are several types of immune system disorders. I won't go there today because that's not our focus. I just wanted you to understand what an autoimmune disorder is. Different parts of the body can be attacked. When the immune system attacks the liver, okay, that's a kind of non-viral hepatitis. When it attacks our joints and the different, substances at the joints, such as the synovial fluid, or even begins to attack the collagen and begin to attack and cause inflammation and pain at the joints, that is a form of arthritis, okay? That is called rheumatoid arthritis, an autoimmune disorder, okay? Type 1 diabetes, where the immune system begins to attack the pancreas, that's type 1 diabetes. Now, when there is autoimmune disorder, in recent research papers, hydrogen was found to be effective in some of these autoimmune disorders, among other conditions. Now, the antioxidant effect of hydrogen is molecular cellular response, as well as the cell signaling effect between different enzymes, can actually help in taming or normalizing or resetting this immune system that has gone haywire, so that it can regain its ability to identify between enemy and friend. Number 7, hydrogen therapy can also help with chronic fatigue, because chronic fatigue is one of the modern day troubles that many people face, particularly in cities and in metropolitan centers. In recent research papers, again, it has been found that hydrogen is effective as an anti-inflammatory agent, an anti-allergy agent, an anti-autoimmune disease agent, as well as being able to help with chemotherapy side effects, as well as improving the competency of athletes, but much more in helping recovery from chronic fatigue, as well as acceleration of energy metabolism. So hydrogen therapy can help with chronic fatigue. Number 8, hydrogen therapy. When you drink your hydrogen water or you inhale hydrogen gas, molecular hydrogen, it can help to address sleep disorders. When we are exposed to chronic stress, our sympathetic nervous system becomes overly activated. See, there are two sides of our autonomic nervous system. Many of us are familiar with our central nervous system, peripheral nervous system. Not too many people are familiar with autonomic nervous system. We have our sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. Now, the two of them are like the accelerator in your car and the brakes in your car. The accelerator, when you press on the accelerator, they call it the gas pedal in some quarters. In Nigeria, we call it the accelerator. You press it, your vehicle will do vroom, vroom. And when you press it, of course, it revs your car. And then if you're on motion, if you engage the gear, then the car begins to speed. You accelerate. Okay, that's why we call it accelerator or the gas pedal. So you press it, your vehicle moves. And then the brakes, when you match on the brake, it stops your vehicle. It slows it down and grinds it to a halt. So you have two systems. One accelerates you, the other one slows you down to create a balance. The one that accelerates you is called your sympathetic nervous system. And the one that slows you down and breaks you down is called the parasympathetic nervous system. Now, having explained that, when you are exposed to chronic stress, your sympathetic nervous system becomes overly activated. And that can result in sleep disorders, such as insomnia. You are not able to fall asleep quickly. And when you fall asleep, you are not able to sleep deeply. And when you sleep, you are not able to sleep for long. You sleep for 1 hour, 2 or 3 maximum. You wake up and you can't sleep again. You are counting the ceiling. That's insomnia. Now, even after falling asleep with much effort, sometimes shallow sleep is repeated over and over. And you see, when you don't have enough sleep, deep sleep, refreshing sleep, that makes it insufficient for the brain to recover from the stress that it received throughout the previous day. And that decimates the body. Now, hydrogen inhalation has been found to have an effect of creating a balance between our sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems, thereby calming down the brain. And when our parasympathetic nervous system is activated, then you have what we call non-REM sleep. You achieve non-REM sleep. Now, REM, R-E-M, means rapid eye movement. Again, one of these days, I hope we can talk about sleep therapy. And then we'll be talking about REM sleep and non-REM sleep. But for now, just know that REM stands for rapid eye movement. Now, so when your parasympathetic nervous system is activated through oxygen therapy, then you achieve non-REM sleep. And that leads to good quality sleep that recovers the mind and the body's fatigue. Now, there have been studies published in university journals or out of universities in Japan. Now, one is titled Study on the Acute Effect of Hydrogen Inhalation on the Human Body. Study on the acute effect of hydrogen inhalation on the human body. It was published by Yamanashi University in Japan, okay, their General Research Center, and it was part of the work of Dr. Koyama Kazushiro. He's been doing a lot of study on hydrogen therapy, Dr. Koyama Hatsushiro, and the part of the research paper that was published is titled "The Study on the Acute Effect of Hydrogen Inhalation on the Human Body." Now, deep sleep stimulates and releases certain hormones that will also enhance our immunity. And so when we perform hydrogen inhalation therapy during sleep, somebody can be sleeping and wear, the nose mask and be inhaling the hydrogen while sleeping. It's a great way to get into deep sleep. Of course, that has to be done under medical supervision, by practitioners, and that helps in addressing sleep disorders. Now, the condition number 9 that hydrogen therapy can exert is by quenching free radicals. That is the antioxidant effect of hydrogen therapy. Persistent oxidative stress is one of the major causes of most lifestyle-related diseases such as cancer, as well as even the aging process. Now, the antioxidant property of hydrogen is much more powerful than common antioxidants that we know, such as vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin E, selenium, beta-carotene, and what have you. The antioxidant effect of hydrogen is much more powerful than taking vitamin C. Okay, it has been said that 200 milliliters of hydrogen water, 200 ml of hydrogen water, has the same antioxidant effect as when you ingest 100 fresh lemons. Lemons are citrus fruits, and they also have vitamin C, they have citrus bioflavonoids, and they have high antioxidant effect. Now imagine you consuming 100 lemons before you can get the effect of just 200 ml of drink hydrogen water. That's the same antioxidant effect you get. Now, molecular hydrogen is the lightest molecule in the universe. And for reference, now, 176.2 grams per mole of vitamin C weighs 88 times more than hydrogen gas, which weighs just 2 grams per mole. Vitamin C weighs 176.2 grams per mole, whereas hydrogen weighs only 2 grams per mole. So you see that the same amount of vitamin C weighs 88 times more than hydrogen gas. Therefore, hydrogen water at a concentration of 1.6 milligrams of hydrogen per liter of water will have more antioxidant molecules than even 100 milligrams of vitamin C. Just 1.6 milligrams. Okay? We have more antioxidant effect than 100 milligrams of vitamin C, because there are more total molecules in 1.6 milligrams of hydrogen compared to 100 milligrams of vitamin C. So to quench free radicals, to enjoy antioxidant effect, enjoy your hydrogen-enriched water or hydrogen inhalation at a center. I'll go on a short break, and when I'm back, we will continue to talk about the many benefits and the various conditions that respond well to hydrogen therapy. Don't go away. I'll be back shortly.
Introducing Healthy Newsletters on various health topics by Reverend Tony Akinyemi. Call +234 90 732 92100.
When I came and I listened to Reverend Tony, everything about my mindset changed immediately.
I've attended many seminars on wellness. I've taken many courses too on wellness, but I have been well impacted here.
Sincerely, I don't have a single regret for coming.
Welcome back. This is Exposé with Tony Akinyemi, brought to you by the Shepherd's Flock International Church. Let me remind you again that Rafa Institute of Healthy Living now has online classes, Module 1, Module 2, Module 3, Module 4, and so on. And in the comfort of your home, you can enjoy our world-class facilitators, professors of medicine, professors of agriculture, lecturers, and PhD holders from reputable universities, medical practitioners, nutritionists, different kinds of therapists, naturopathic doctors, osteopathic doctors, all of them involved on our faculty at the Rafa Institute of Healthy Living. If you have not attended any of our classes, I invite you to please enroll. You will enjoy it, and you'll be glad you did. Today, we are continuing with therapeutic gases, and I've looked at a few more conditions that can be helped with hydrogen therapy. And let me emphasize once again, it is not only hydrogen therapy that will be deployed in addressing these conditions, but it will be deployed as an adjunctive therapy. In other words, in addition to whatever treatment you are getting, whether you are receiving pharmaceutical treatment, you are getting medications, or you are getting different kinds of therapies, you can add hydrogen therapy, either in the form of drinking hydrogen-rich water or by hydrogen inhalation. We have looked at 9 conditions so far that can respond well to hydrogen therapy to improve the prognosis, improve the outcome. Now, number 10 condition we are going to be talking about is asthma and allergies. Asthma and allergies. In recent research papers, hydrogen has been found to be effective as an anti-allergy. It helps many conditions, but including allergy. And I have told you earlier that it also helps particularly the asthma patient to be able to breathe normally and properly. Now, because of time, I'm not going to be able to talk in details about all the conditions that hydrogen therapy can support. But I can tell you that there are many other conditions that it can help, including attention deficit and hyperactivity disorder in children. Just charge hydrogen water and give it to your children to drink. It's very safe. Alzheimer's disease, which is a neurodegenerative condition. We have already told you that that has been tested in mice and it works. Bipolar disorder, depression, diabetes, even vision impairment, eye problems, heart attack or other cardiovascular conditions, Lyme's disease, obesity to lose weight, osteoporosis to help us to build stronger bones. It can help with rheumatoid arthritis, which is a form of autoimmune disorder. It can help with stroke patients, and it can also help those who have thyroid problems, okay? Now, so the question somebody may want to ask me is, okay, what is the dose? What dose would you recommend, whether I am inhaling or I am drinking? Now, hydrogen therapy is the safe and effective inhalation of less than 10% hydrogen gas or the drinking of hydrogen water. Now, as far as we currently know, molecular hydrogen, H2, has no known side effect. It is not toxic, even at high concentrations, okay? And it appears, however, that smaller doses of molecular hydrogen have a stronger and more beneficial effect than even high amounts. So you don't have to think of getting too much of it, okay? Now, we have discussed that there are two routes of administration, two popular ways. There may be more, but I'm sharing two with you how to administer hydrogen. The first one is through inhalation, hydrogen inhalation. You do they mount the mask on your nostrils and you inhale it for 1 to 2 hours or even more per day. That is the recommended daily dose when it comes to inhalation. 1 to 2 hours inhalation or even more per day. But when it comes to hydrogen-rich water, in most clinical studies, people drank half a liter to 2 liters per day. Half a liter to 2 liters per day. Now, after drinking hydrogen water, like I said in the previous episode, about 40% of the hydrogen is absorbed by the body. And there has been no adverse effect recorded so far in people who drank 1 liter of hydrogen water daily for almost 1 year. They drank it daily for almost 1 year, and not a single adverse effect has been recorded. Now, let me summarize by giving you a summary of hydrogen water benefits. All the different conditions. I told you about 170 conditions that it can benefit. But of course, time will not permit me to reel through all the 170 conditions. But I just want to give some representative conditions that hydrogen water can benefit. We have talked about 9 of them in details, but this one is just like reeling the names out of different conditions that can benefit. So in case you are dealing with any of these conditions, consider getting your hydrogen water bottle and keep drinking it every day. You may not see an immediate effect, but over time, you begin to see the effect gradually and slowly coming in. They say slow and steady wins the race. The first benefit is the antioxidant and brain protective effect. Antioxidant and brain protective effect of hydrogen water or hydrogen inhalation. Then the anti-cancer potential. It has potential to work against cancer. Now, like I said, hydrogen water alone cannot treat cancer. So don't go and say, oh, you have cancer and you want to be drinking hydrogen water and you'll be fine. No. You have to do other forms of treatments, but you can add this one. Whether you are taking chemotherapy or you are taking radiotherapy or you are taking surgery or you are doing hormone therapy or immune therapy, whatever therapy or integrative therapy, add hydrogen-rich water. That's what we are saying, because of its potential to exert some anti-cancer effect, anti-metastatic effect, anti-angiogenic effect, anti-inflammatory effect, anti-tumor growth effect. Okay? Number 3 is the skin health boosting effect. Hydrogen water can boost your skin health and make you look younger than your age. It also has weight loss boosting effect. Benefit number 5 is to combat allergies. Number 6, it could protect from radiation. In particular, if you are taking radiotherapy, I suggest that you also get your hydrogen water and drink it regularly, as it can protect you from radiation. And those of us who are also exposed to all kinds of ionizing and non-ionizing radiation all over the place, drinking this regularly can offer some kind of protection. Number 7, it can benefit diabetic patients. Number 8, it can enhance wound healing and make wounds to heal quickly. Number 9, it can also improve gut health, the digestive tract health. Number 10, hydrogen water can enhance energy metabolism, can energize you as well. 11, it can improve your bladder health. And number 12, cumulatively, when you get all of these benefits, it can improve your longevity, it can make you live long. Number 13, it improves lung health. You can breathe better. 14, it can help to alkalize your body. And once your body is in the alkaline state, you are in a better shape for good health. Number 15, we have looked at the antiseptic or the antibacterial effect. And therefore, it can also improve oral health by killing disease-causing bacteria in the mouth as you drink it regularly. Number 16, it may help to mitigate the side effects of chemotherapy. Okay? Number 17, it may even serve as a pain reliever to relieve pain, moderate pain. Number 18, it can help to enhance our mood. It can help with mood disorders. Number 19, it can prevent, hearing loss. Number 20, it can preserve transplant organs. Those who have done organ transplant, as they drink this water regularly, it can help them to be able to preserve that organ so the body doesn't reject it. Okay, number 21, it can prevent metabolic syndrome. 22, it protects our eyes. 23, it protects the heart. And 24, it protects the kidneys. 25, it protects the liver. 26, it can relieve muscle fatigue and weakness. And 27, it can suppress inflammation. We've talked about that over and over again. So the question I know you want to ask me as I close is, how do I access hydrogen therapy? And that's the question I want to answer as I wind down today and we close. We wrap it up. Again, I want them to show you the image of your hydrogen water bottle right there, which costs between $40 and about $200 depending on the type you are buying, the model, and from the source you are buying from. But if you go on Amazon.com, you will find as at August 2022, it ranges from somewhere around $42 to about $199, approximately $200. So in that range, $40 to $200. It's an investment you want to explore. So how do you access hydrogen therapy? First is by obtaining your own portable hydrogen water bottle. I obtained mine. In fact, somebody gave me one. I also bought two. One for me, one for my wife. Okay, and then the one that somebody gave me, my first daughter has that one, Dr. Melody. All right? So we all have our hydrogen water bottle available. Okay, now, so how do you access it? Number 2, you can visit an integrative medical clinic that offers hydrogen inhalation therapy. You just sit in a chair as I'm sitting here. They mount the thing right here on your nostrils, and you can be reading a book, and you are breathing normally. And the gas is coming from the gas generator, and then it's coming in, and you are inhaling it normally. That's it. You sit down there in your chair, 30 minutes, 1 hour or more per day, and you go away. That's how to get hydrogen inhalation therapy. I hope these pieces of information have been very useful. This is where we draw the curtain for today. In the next episode, God willing, we'll be talking about oxygen therapy and different ways to administer oxygen and the benefits of oxygen. That's not too strange to many people because probably some of you have already been placed on oxygen before, okay, where they mount the thing, you just breathe in normally. Okay, some of you probably know people who have been placed on ventilators to help them to breathe properly and also inhale oxygen. Now, after that, we'll be talking about ozone therapy, which is another one that too many people are not familiar with. Ozone can be administered in multiple ways, over 20 different ways to administer ozone into the body. But the most common ones, we'll be talking about them. And then you can get your own ozone generator at home, by the way, and do ozone insufflation. Let me not let the cat out of the bag. When we get there, we will discuss it. So we have looked at hydrogen therapy extensively, and then we'll be looking at oxygen therapy and then ozone therapy. Share this video again with your friends, family, and your enemies. And if you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, there is a button with subscribe on it. Just click, use your cursor to click on that button, and you are subscribed. That's all it takes. And it's free, you don't pay. And then if you want to be notified anytime we come live, then you click on that bell, notification bell. Just click on it, and whenever we are online, it will notify you. Your iPhone, your smartphone, your laptop, your iPad, your desktop, if you are subscribed to us and you have the notification bell, it will alert you. And if it's on Facebook, just like us on Facebook, because we stream on Facebook and YouTube simultaneously every Monday, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. This has been Exposé with Tony Akinyemi on Therapeutic Gases. Don't miss the subsequent episodes. Have a very beautiful week ahead of you, and thank you for spending your Monday evening with me. God bless you. I love you. Bye-bye.
Introducing Healthy Newsletters on various health topics by Reverend Tony Akinyemi. To order, call +234 90 732 92100.